I joined up to Youth Parliament because I saw it as a way to advocate for my local youth and a way of getting their views across the state with other youth, as well as getting some training and some experience in parliamentary procedures and debating and public speaking, along with other kids from across the state who are very like-minded. Some of the key issues in the area are the youth being disengaged with the local area, especially between the youth and the elderly people, because Port Macquarie has the highest percentage of people over the age of 55. So of course there is huge battles going on about, you know, who owns the area or who's entitled to enjoy the area. Also due to the lack of facilities in the area, a lot of the kids get bored, there's nothing for them to do, and so this creates a lot of the reasons behind underage drinking, drugs and other things like that in our area. I would like to see perhaps not more funding but more support from the government in various ways to the area in creating facilities for the youth, because the way we see it up there is if the youth have facilities to go to, places to be, then there's no reason for them to be bored or feeling like there's nothing for them to do. So in a way that cancels out a whole lot of things that go wrong with the youth. My local MP put out a pamphlet to apply for it, and then you had to write a resume as to why you think you should be in Youth Parliament. So basically, why do you think you should be a politician? But along with that, we had to answer two questions, and the first one was, where would you like to see Port Macquarie in the future, as well as where would you like to see New South Wales in the future? And then we submitted that and then went through a series of interviews with our local member and the mayor, who in our case is administrator, and then we got narrowed down to the final three and then picked from that. It's been pretty fun because, you know, as all the kids, you know, we feel we were made for this, or we feel that this is the position for us. So when you're going up against kids, it's sort of like the anticipation of it all is a bit overwhelming, and when I found out that I got it, it was pretty intense at home. My bill's the structural separation bill, and it's under education and training. And what our bill does is it wants to divide the mainstream schooling system into a mainstream academic focus system as well as a vocational education system. And what this aims to do is for those who want to focus on academics mainly, they might like to dab into things like woodwork or metalwork, trade things, or vet courses, they can do that, but their main focus there is academics, legal studies, economics. Whereas the vocational schools, they purely focus on vocational subjects such as carpentry, mechanics, and just hairdressing, things like that. And basically it's one, to remove congestion from schools, two, to put kids on a path so they don't end up dropping out and doing who knows what, and three, just to create more opportunities for kids to individualise the system even more. We passed it, so that was great, and it wasn't just a pass, it was a tremendous pass. There's a lot of support for it, and it obviously makes sense to a lot of people, and being that it passed means it's going up to a minister, which means they'll review it, and maybe in a couple of years we might see it implemented. If people get the offer to sign up, I would seriously take it, because it's not all about politics, it's not all about the system, it's basically about if you want to have a say in something, you get to have a say, and no one can stop you.